Hello everybody and welcome to another review. Today I'll be reviewing another figure. I'm actually uploading a lot of these reviews one right after the other because I'm doing them one right after the other. Like I just finished Blaster, which by the time you're seeing this is probably up already. And before him, I did the Laser Optimus Prime and the 3 core class figures that we've gotten so far. So why not review another figure? I may do 2 more tonight, and then the rest may come tomorrow. But that's how I'm probably going to do it. I'm going to try and get the bigger ones done tonight, though. So with that being said, let's talk about Legacy Galvatron. Now, this is in every single way the Kingdom one, but just like Hot Rod and just like Blaster, I skipped them. Did not really. I either didn't have the money to or wasn't interested. I forgot what it was for this one. Like, I wasn't interested in him, and I think for Blaster I didn't have the money at the time. Galvatron, probably the same thing with Blaster. Like, I really wanted this figure from what I remember, but didn't get it. He comes with actually a lot of accessories, more than I actually thought he would. So he has the Matrix of Leadership, which I believe is the exact same one that came with one of the Optimus Primes, I think. Just maybe painted in the middle. And he comes with the chain that he wears with, and that can actually go around his neck and stuff. He comes with his fusion cannon, which I don't know if it's flipped for you, but I do have on his right arm. So, just letting you know that. And he comes with these 2 guns that look like the Nemesis ships, which are by far my least favorite out of the set. Sometimes I just give them to random characters, like I could give them to Blaster, since I've lost his gun. But I'll probably find his gun soon. So, even then, kind of useless. And they don't really look good with anyone because they look like the Nemesis, so Decepticons and stuff don't really pair well with them because of either the color or the design. That's just how it is. So, Galvatron is primarily my favorite color, just like, well, not primarily, but he does include my favorite color, like Skywarp. But mostly Iguanus. Iguanus includes my favorite color, I think, the most. Even more than Galvatron himself. So, I really do like the design. I think it looks amazing. And the fact that Galvatron, like, is in my hands is kind of surprising because it's literally just the Kingdom one, but re-released, and I didn't expect them to re-release it. This was probably my second figure, though. Yeah, I got him right after Blaster, and then I got some of the deluxe. The newest one, the newest edition, is definitely Laser Optimus. Speaking of which, let's get the size comparison. This is what he looks like with another leader. This is what he looks like with a Voyager. This is the size compared to a core. And Drag Strip, the deluxe. Oh. There we go. That's what we have. They're pretty good. If you're watching these right after the other, you're probably seeing the fact that I'm using the exact same ones. It's because right after the reviews, I am choosing just whichever ones are easiest for me to get to and from, and just right after the views, I'm transforming them back to robots so that way I can do size comparisons. I am not doing size comparisons in vehicle mode because I personally don't care about size comparisons in vehicle mode. I'm not a car vehicle scale person, but I also know that people do like the robot scale, so I'm also including that one, even though I personally don't care as well. I just care if it's a good figure. So let's talk about the design. The head sculpt, first of all, is amazing. I like it. Wasn't a fan of him in the show, the Kingdom show, but it's a good figure. I will 100% give it that. I love the pinkish Decepticon symbol. It really sticks rather than a purple one on him. And I like these random hints of red just on the knees and the belly and the eyes. I really like that. And then I also like the silver and the black. I think it pops as well. And the gray, although it's just like the most bland gray that they usually use all the time, it actually looks really good. Also, the fusion cannon, or I don't know if it's still called the fusion cannon whenever he's Galvatron. It still looks great. I still really like it. Design-wise, it's probably, I kind of like it more than the Megatron fusion cannon, which, don't know if that's a hot take or whatever. Not saying that the Megatron one is bad, I still really like it, but Galvatron's is just my favorite. And I'm so happy this is Galvatron, not... I still don't know if I'm going to get it, the Studio Series Age of Extinction Galvatron. No idea if I'm going to get that. But, yeah. So, let's talk about the posability. So, let's get some of these things off of him, so that way he does have the, more room to do it. So, he can look slightly up and down. He can get pretty good side to side, actually. And it's able to go all the way around. His arms can go out that far. He has a bicep swivel, which can go pretty far on this one, and even further on this one, but the tank tread does get in the way, so you may not want to do that. He then has a double bend at the elbow and a wrist swivel. Just kind of came off. He does not have an ab crunch, but he does have a waist swivel, which is hindered by the backpack. These panels can fold up or forward, depending on which you need. So that way he can have his spread. His legs can move out that far and up, back that far. He has a bend at the knee, a thigh swivel, and a ankle pivot, which kind of gets hindered completely by the stuff inside, but it does also, does that look good? No, it doesn't. Never mind. He has a slight ankle pivot. So, for transformation, start off by removing the cannon and unplugging the cannon from the base. we'll come back to those. It is weapon parts forming, but it's weapon parts forming. Who cares? So do the double bend at the elbow, so that way you can tab the arm into this tab, peg it in, and then use the double bend on the treads to get them around also. And they're gonna stay at a slant due to how they're designed, but they do fit around the arms. Next, take the backpack, pull it out, and then take the chest or take this piece, not the chest, it's on the back, and pull it down as well. Next, take the shoulder pylons and use them to get as much force on the arms to bring them down, and fold them like so. Next, take the head or the chest section / head area, fold it all around, and then fold this down. And then you can fold down the circular part, like so. Then you'll want to take the legs and use that ankle pivot to kind of get everything out and swivel it till the knee pad is on the outside, like so. You'll then want to fold these panels down and then get the purple panels that are now on the inside, fold them around and tab them into this peg here, like that. This may be hard to follow, but I hope my explanations and what you can see help. I'll then plug the legs in. There are 3 areas to tab in, like so. Then fold this, the part that was formerly the backpack, up, fold the legs back, and fold the cylindrical piece down around the crotch, like so. So then you fold this down and you can tab it into the legs where there are some tabs for it to lock into. Like so. Then take this section and tab it into this peg. There. Then take this, the side panels, fold them all the way forward. That's at least what I do. I then fold these arm panels all the way down where they peg in. And then same exact deal with the other section, if I can get it to cooperate. If I could. You then want to, like I said, fold these areas down and they'll tap in. And then there are these tabs on the arms here that are supposed to tab into these slots on the chest, which were not tabbing. Okay, now they are. They were not tabbing in for me, sorry. And then there are slots on the side panels that tab into what used to be the pylons in robot mode, which then tab in there. And then situate the arms to where the slant keeps them up, like so. Make sure everything is tabbed in, and then you'll want to bring in this piece and plug it in there. And this piece can go on the top here, which is where I store it. Then just get everything completely tabbed in, fold everything into where they need to be, and then there are things that you can do with this. You can put it on here. There's a tab on the bottom of it that tabs into a slot on the chest, so that way it can stay secure around the cannon. And then there are the guns, which I don't store on there. So I don't, there are like some 5mm ports that you can store them on. They can also tab together. So cannon mode is pretty good. It's basically just a bunch of robot parts being thrown around and all of that, but it's fine. It works. It's what G1 Galvatron was, so can't really fault it for what it was. But then again, does that basically mean that the design was bad? Also, forgot to say this, you can fold down the fists, so that way they're not hanging out. He has wheels here and here that he can roll on. Don't really see why he would need to. He's cannon, but he can. Just wanted to point that out. I do think the colors are pretty well distributed. The silver and gray and the black and purple. The purple being mainly in the center and the top, and then the grays being at the front and back. I really like it. And then I really like how they integrated the weapon parts forming and all of that. All of the parts forming in this, other than the weapon, which again, weapon parts forming is fine to me, are not completely needed. Like this parts forming, not needed for either mode. It's just if you want to have it like that. So it's fine. So in my opinion, this is also a really great figure. I recommend getting it, possibly more than Laser Optimus Prime. Thank you for watching my review. Please like, subscribe, and all of that. This is the first time I'm saying it throughout this marathon, probably out of the 2, maybe 3 that I'll ever say it in this marathon. Please like and subscribe if you do like what you see. I'm trying my best to keep these short, but also pleasant with what little I can do, because I don't have a way to edit anything. So I'm just doing this in one shot. Basically, one-shot reviews, I guess. I don't know if anyone's used that name. If not, I'm going to try and trademark that. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.